So the S24 FE will be available from 60,000 rupees from October 3rd, or you can just pre-order it now. But also the S24 is already available at around 60,000 rupees, even though I have seen it cheaper on Amazon. So today we are gonna find the reason of why or what made Samsung think that a fan edition phone should cost around the same as their base flagship. I mean, Samsung is not stupid, right? They must have done something better on the S24 FE as compared to the S24. Now when you look at these devices, the design language is the same. You get the 3 camera layout, a more squarish design along with iPhone-like flat sides with a glass back, a matte finished one on the S24 and a glossy fingerprint magnet on the S24 FE. Also a Gorilla Glass Victus 2 for both the front and back for the S24, and a Gorilla Glass 5 for the back, and a Gorilla Glass Victus Plus on the front for the S24 FE. So yes, the S24 has better protection, but the S24 FE is as big as the S24 Plus, that is around 6.7 inch as compared to a 6.2 inch on the S24. But also the S24 FE is more bulky at around 8 mm in thickness and 213 grams in weight, whereas the S24 is around 7.6 mm in thickness and around 168 grams in weight. And yes, both of them has an IP68 rating. So it's quite obvious if you want a bigger phone, the S24 FE looks better, else get the S24. But you also have to handle that extra thickness and weight too. But when you see the display, you will definitely change your mind. Yes, the S24 FE has a bigger 6.7 inch dynamic AMOLED 2X display with 120Hz refresh rates and 1900 nits of peak brightness, but with big bezels, especially the chin. It almost seems like you are paying 60,000 rupees for the Samsung Galaxy A55. But the S24, as it's a flagship, has a way smaller, even thin bezels along with a 6.2 inch LTPO dynamic AMOLED 2X display with 120Hz variable refresh rate and up to 2600 nits of peak brightness. Now both of them has really good displays, but the S24 has a much better display as compared to the S24 FE. Yes, only if you need a bigger display, the S24 FE will be more pleasing to you, else not. The S24 FE uses a kind of a new processor, that's the Exynos 2400E, which is an underclocked version of the actual Exynos 2400 on the Samsung S24. Now both seem similar, but it's not. The S24 will give you better performance, be it in regular usage or gaming. Yes, using social media apps or playing movies or playing YouTube videos won't be a problem for either of these, but for heavy tasks, the Exynos 2400 will outperform the Exynos 2400E. And as of recording this video, the S24 FE is available with 8GB of RAM and 128GB or 256GB of UFS 3.1 storage options, whereas the S24 has 8GB of RAM and 128GB of UFS 3.1 or 256GB or 512GB of UFS 4.0 storage. Again, in terms of performance, the S24 is a clear winner. Now both of them has a triple camera setup which is almost similar but has some minor differences. The S24 FE uses a 50 megapixel main camera with OIS, a 12 megapixel ultra wide angle camera and an 8 megapixel 3x telephoto lens in the rear and a 10 megapixel front camera, whereas the S24 uses the same 50 megapixel main camera with OIS, a 12 megapixel ultra wide angle camera but a 10 megapixel 3x telephoto lens in the rear and a 12 megapixel front camera. Now for most people the differences wouldn't be that big, but yes, the S24 has a better camera overall. Both of them can shoot up to 4K 60 fps, but the S24 FE can only do that with the front, main and the ultra wide angle cameras, not the telephoto one. And yes, both can shoot up to 8K 30 fps from its main lenses, but still I think the S24 will give you a better camera experience. Both of the phone comes with Android 14 out of the box with Galaxy AI features which is free till 2025 with Samsung DeX support on both, and yes, both of them will get that 7 years of software updates, and only time will tell how good the processors can handle those updates after a while, but let's have some hope for Samsung. The S24 FE has a bigger battery at 4700 mAh while the S24 has a 4000 mAh battery, but also the S24 FE has a much bigger display. So I don't think so the S24 FE will outperform the S24 by a big margin in terms of battery life, but yes, the S24 FE might give you a little better battery life due to its bigger size. And both of them can charge up to 25 watts wired, 15 watts wireless and 5 watts reverse wireless. But again, no charger in the box of either of these devices. So in short, the S24 FE is not a fan edition phone but rather a full edition device again, and buying this at 60,000 rupees is such a stupid idea. If you really want to get a phone with Exynos 2400, just get the base S24 if you are okay with a smaller screen and a little less battery life. So yeah, this was Rideep, and till the next one, see you guys.